actually fixing a problem. When we were hauling hay, Bud was getting back in the truck. I had thrown the camera on the tripod in the back seat of the truck. And when he opened up that door to the back seat, he didn't realize it, but the camera slid down. He closed the back seat and broke the microphone off the base. So, easy fix. Get some zip ties. Zip tie it around the base. Call it a day. Oh, we're not going to call it a day because we'll just call it a day on the microphone. There we go. That makes sense. There we go. Back on the base. I ain't going anywhere. Now let's see if this thing works. I'm assuming it's working. I don't know. Well, let me fix that focus there a little bit. Alright guys, I'm assuming we got everything set up. I don't know. I guess I'll figure out when I'm going back on the edit and going, come on, I wasn't even focused. Anyways, everybody's still in bed. It's Saturday. I'm off for the weekend. I want to do a little update on the farm to see where we stand. We got less than 2 months before we have to slaughter the chickens. We got less than 2 months before deer season starts, and I haven't done any bit of scouting, so videos will be coming out on that. And I have a lot of work to do on the farm, which, I mean, that's every day. Oh, my allergies. Oh. There's probably going to be things that you've seen, it's been there for months, and I said I should need to get to it, but you know what, that's the whole part of having a farm. You get behind, you get ahead, and when you get ahead, you get further behind, so that's great. So let's, I really hope this is working. I don't even know. But yeah, let's just get right into it. That's the direction that I'm moving them. Haven't put the wheels back on the chicken tractor yet because they were too small, and now they're getting big enough to where I'm actually having to build the second tractor now and get them separated so that I think we're down to 90 something chickens. I don't know, I haven't counted, but we lost a few between storms and shipment and all that, but they're doing good though. They're doing good. They're doing their job too. I'll show you that in a second. Gotta water them. Golly, that sun's already getting hot. Well, this is what I got for the chicken coop. Actually, it'll be easier if I just flip the camera around. Just give me a second. Alright, this is going to be a little bit easier. Now, of course, you got feed bucket right there, scoop. Ignore those. Those are just, they need to be taken off. But I didn't really do a proper lid on this thing. I wouldn't say it's proper. It works for me. I just got a little piece of mesh or netting right there. And a little piece of, well, long piece of 2x6. And I got the netting right there where I can lift it up. The reason why I did like that is because, I mean, it's only going to be 12 weeks that they will be here. I'm trying to find a good... Of course, they're eating right now, so they're acting like a bunch of fools. But we try to move them about twice a day. And they get nice fresh grass to graze on. And the reason why I put the feet on the ground is just it kind of helps them scratch a little bit better, get the feed. But it's about time to separate them. They are definitely big enough to where, you know, I don't have to worry about making sure they don't get through the netting and everything. Of course, the other tractor's just going to have the chicken wire on it, so that's going to be a lot easier to do. But basically, it's going to have the same setup as this one. We had leftover netting from the goats and the pigs. We got this netting right here from my father-in-law. He had laying around. This was tin that was left over from making the chicken coop. And this was tin that we found underneath the front porch of the house because people are I'm just, figure out the word, what I'm trying to say. But yeah, junk underneath the porch, but hey, the junk helped make this. And then I actually got another panel at the barn that's just like that, but it actually, because it fell off the roof of the barn. But yeah, that's the tractor. I basically just pull it along the field, which I'm about to cut. Yeah, when we first started, this is These brown patches is exactly where I had the tractor. I mean, you could see the square. And then you could tell it's like super dead. It's because I was only moving it once a day. And then as I came down on the hill, you can see a difference where I started moving them twice a day, or a little bit more frequently. I think I was moving it once every 2 days up there, and it's just because they were little and I wanted them close to the house. That's why they're so close to the house. And as they got older, I moved them farther and farther away where they needed to be. Then I started doing once a day. And then when I got down here, this is where I started doing twice a day. Now, difference between, and you know, not a lot of animals want to eat that part, so that's why we need to get that cut. But after they run through here, I run through here with the lawnmower, and they're just feeding nitrogen to the ground. I really don't like the fact my shadow's right here. Go away. Go away. This is what their ending job is, and we will get that mowed straight down after the dew knocks off the grass. And they'll just be working all the way down towards the pigs. Now, eventually in the future, I can't even tell if I'm in focus or not. This is just not like, you're gonna video, oh, hey, shaky audio there. Hold on a second. You're gonna record something. You're gonna record something, try to do it like early morning or in the evening where the sun's not so bright. Man, it just makes everything horrible. This lighting's just horrible. They'll eventually make their way down, where was I? Oh, eventually they will be inside the gated area of the pasture. I really don't like that. Oh, this is just horrible. Okay, let's just get through this, Lenny. They'll get through and be in the pastures with the pigs and the goats, but like opposite pastures. They'll just be inside the gating area. Instead of them being outside the gates, the tractors will be inside the gates. But I want to show you something real quick. Now that way, let's get past the chickens. Chickens, yeah, they're going to be gone in here in about 8 weeks. Or 6, I don't know. I just put them in here about a week or 2 ago. Now let's see if oh, hold on, somebody wants to say hi. You gonna say hi, girl? Yeah. This is my girl ever since we lost the other pig. She has learned to get the back scratches. Those are the boys that will be due in December, hopefully. I think they can sense that I want to eat them. The goats, they're doing their thing. The fence is actually working out pretty good. I'm just thinking if I can get this. The fence is actually pretty good. Don't mind the face. I'm going to cut myself off real quick so I'm not turning the camera around all the time. But I cut the regular panel wire in half. Kept little spikes up here. Got a little strip of barbed wire that I kept there. And I kept the other barbed wire there because it's just a pain in the butt to go ahead, cut, roll up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to leave it there. And so far, everything's doing good. They're staying in here. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And I'm going to have to go ahead and add more to the girl. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, guys. She's not supposed to be eaten. That's the only reason why she's the only one I'm building a relationship with. She's going to be my breeder hog. She's such a good girl. You are. You a good girl. Still got to get the little T-post puller to rip up the T-post over here in the old pasture area thing. But look at that. If you go back a couple videos ago, good morning, bud. Aren't you just a... If you go back a couple farm vlog videos ago, this is like completely brown, and I'm sure, again, the sun's not helping this whole situation. Oh my god. It's now green now, and it's growing back fairly quickly, and it's only been a week, so that's awesome. That's what I wanted. The goats basically go in there and eat the weeds that the pigs don't want to eat. But the pigs, they like more like the lush short grass. You know, they really like that. So I very rarely see the pigs go in the tall stuff. As soon as I put them in a new area in the tall stuff, that's where the goats go straight to. And if you leave them in there long enough and kind of push the limits, the goats will start eating the stemmy parts of the grass. And whatever they leave over, by the time you make a new area or you get ready to move them in a new area, you just move in with the lawnmower, hack down all the stems down and everything, and then you want to try to keep up with it. That way you start getting that nice, lush, pasture green grass stuff. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say we're behind. We're really not that behind. We just got a lot of work to catch up on while we're getting things situated and getting areas built and everything. You know, the plants are growing faster and faster and faster. and right now we can't keep up with it. But once we get the fencing up and everything, we'll be able to move them. And I was going to do sections, and I'm honestly thinking about doing just in half for right now. The little lot that we're on right now is roughly, I mean, the area that I'm going to have them in is roughly maybe an acre, 2 acres, if that. But it's going to be cut in half, so they'll have the half acre to themselves on one area, and then I'll be able to move them over to the other side as they get everything done. Go in there, mow it down, lay down new seed of alfalfa, maybe a mixed grass or whatever. Something a little bit more nutrition than just, weeds and everything. So right now I'm kind of using their labor to help me clear out the areas, and then I can move in the chickens. Like, this is going to happen, as it's got to be a process, but I'm going to have the pigs and the goats come in, do their thing, and then I'm going to have the chickens, after about a week of the manure and everything sitting down, the chickens will come in scratching through the manure, break down the manure, massage the ground, blah blah blah, and then they'll lay their nitrogen on the ground and everything. And if I need to, I'll come in with some lime or anything. I just have to test the soil out and see what exactly the soil wants, or the plants want. I see exactly what the plants want. It's like Bud and I both have allergy problems right now. Oh, it's just one of the mornings too. We still gotta get the pups out. Let's get to the pups, because I mean, everything else is pretty obvious. I wanted to show y'all that the chicks are doing good, pigs are doing good. My new girl, she's doing good. She's been a good girl. She's being awesome, and she was actually a pain in the butt before the other one left, and I think she's kind of sad about it. And it's funny because I really think pigs kind of have like a thing. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but like, she felt the loss of her sister, and for a little bit she just wasn't having it. She didn't want to go around anybody, and now she realizes if she comes to me, I can love on her. she's actually a good pig. I can't wait to see her when she's grown up and doing things and whatever. Anyways, enough with the ooshy gooshy stuff. Let's get to the pups. I was going to put it on the tripod, but hey, look. Everybody's waking up. Mommy's up, Zayla's up, Bud's up, Daddy's almost done with chores. Then y'all just have a good sleep in. But yes, Rooster Colt. Rooster Colt. Well, I got to get y'all in focus. Got you out. There goes Rooster. He's just a good boy. You can tell he's got the floppy ear. And then here goes, well, ain't much you're going to see right here. Here goes Colt. Yep, and they're both good puppies. We lock them into the doghouse at night. It just protects them a little bit until they understand what they need to do. We've already started training with them. They're doing a really good job. Other than the simple fact that they just love to dig. Love to love on you. And I mean, it ain't a bad thing.
They love to dig.
Yeah, they get pulled out in the morning. That way they're out here. But they're doing a really good job. When we have them off the wire, they just stay in the small area. And when I get about 15 minutes or 10 minutes through the day, when I get off of work, I try to put them in with the pigs and the goats, walk around with them, make sure they're okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Good morning to you. Okay. But yes, eventually as they get older, we would train them to stay with the pigs and the goats, and even, at night to be able to stay around the chickens. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do that yet. Everything that I do, I've learned on my own, so I'm sure I could figure it out anyways. And the layers, the chickens, the layers, I mean, they're chickens. They're free-range chickens. Just imagine chickens running everywhere, eating all the mosquitoes and ticks and the bugs, and always asking for more food. So, yeah. Jose, he's running a little behind, but you know what? He's got 18 girls to keep up with right now. So, oh yeah, back up to the chicks. We did have 3. They're like runts. Like, they're literally half the size of the other chicks. It makes I'm just really confused. And what's funny is the chickens that I have outside, I feed them well once a day in the morning. I move their thing and feed them a bunch of feed, and that's what they get all day long. That way they are pushed to eat the grass and everything. The 3 always have food. I mean, or always have grain. So you'd think they'll be even bigger than the ones I have outside, and it just doesn't make any sense. And I pulled them out originally because they were slipping through everywhere, all the cracks, all the holes that the tractor provided. And so I put them in the tote, brought them inside until they got big enough to bring outside. And it's been like 2 weeks, and they're not even big enough to put them outside. I mean, they're literally like the chicks that I have in there, the size of my hand. That's body. The chicks that I brought in, or in the tractor, the chicks that I have in the house, they're like maybe the size of my palm, and it's just, I'm so confused about that, but whatever. We'll work through it. But yeah, I mean, it ain't much. I mean, we literally just have pigs, goats, and chickens, and now the new pups that are probably about to be subbed because I'm walking in, but yeah, that's it. Time to get some coffee, I know that. I'm about time for coffee. What are you doing, Bobo? Morning. Say everybody's up now, we can get coffee.